Another chance at perfection.
Speak to me, friend. Don't be afraid. Don't worry. I'm a friend. The disorientation you're feeling is natural. It will pass. It's been a while since Glaris sent anyone here. She's been more cautious since the boy Erengor nearly died. Glaris and so many before her. This place was still young when I was cut from the branches of Brackenleaf and given life. How are you feeling? Are you ready to proceed? It's...
Scholarship!
What? You'll have to speak up. My hearing isn't what it used to be. And it was never very good to begin with. No ears, you see. Oh, the briars, you say? The briars carry my heart within them. They protect it with their very lives. It's a lot to give to protect a tree, especially one as old as me. Tell me, why do you want to join my briars? Good, good. I think you will find this forest is full of new things to discover. Never ate a frog and found yourself talking to a tree before, did you? Of course, not all the things you will discover here are safe. Are you prepared? Very good. I trust Glaris has told you about the spirits of the hunt. First, you must decide which fits you best. The snake's dark purpose, the tiger's grim determination, or the kinship of the wolf. Lithe and quick, Striking with lethal efficiency is the snake. Interesting choice. The snake's prey is the wolf. If you wish to be like the snake, you must hunt its prey.
Brackenleaf is pleased, but you are not finished yet. Each hunter is also prey to another hunter. Wolf hunts tiger, and tiger hunts snake, and snake hunts wolf. It's not enough to hunt your prey. You must also prove stronger than those who hunt you. Your spirit animal's shrine lies at the edge of the forest. Light the brazier, and your predator will appear. Be prepared. Just as you stalked your prey, so your predator will pursue you with lethal cunning. When you are done, return to Brackenleaf.
Good find, cohort.
Now you have seen how the roles of hunter and hunted are interchangeable. You have stalked your prey and confronted your predator. You are almost ready to become a briar. One last trial remains. As I've said before, the briars are my guardians. They protect my heart against the outsider. An enemy who wants to steal my heart at any cost. You are the outsider. Your final trial is to enter my trunk and touch the flame of my heart. The Masters will fight you at every turn, and only by defeating them can you prove yourself worthy to become one of them. You have seen how the hunter is also the hunted. Well, in the same way, every briar begins as the outsider, a stranger who does not belong. Only by dying or completing the final test and joining the briars is the outsider defeated. Are you ready?
Outsider, you'll not get past it.
thing that matters. Leave this place. You are not welcome.
The flame of my heart now resides within you. Carry it with honor and protect my forest with pride. I will now return you to Glarus.
Good luck in your trials.
So, you've returned. Tell me, what did you see? Did you speak to Brackenleaf? Everyone's vision is a little different, but we all must take the heart and experience the role of the outsider. You stopped being the outsider when you proved yourself strong enough to defeat the Masters, and Brackenleaf offered you his heart. The Masters you fought were illusions, but they fought with all the strength of their real counterparts. Tell me, what spirit animal did you choose? Go to the Snake's Shrine. Pray at the brazier and receive the blessing of Brackenleaf's briars. Then return to me for the final rite of initiation.
You've been gone a while.
I'm at my wit's end.
You have the blessing. Good. Then with open arms, I welcome you to our family, Brackenleaf's Briars. May you succeed in all your hunts, and the great tree keep you in the shade of his leafy branches. You may return here as often as you like, and anywhere you see the Shrine of the Snake, you may seek Brackenleaf's blessing. Congratulations, friend. You're one of Brackenleaf's Briars now. You're free to come and go, but whatever you do in the world reflects on us. Don't make me hunt you.
We have an accord. We can use this.
I thought I was food for sure. Thank you. We should get out of here while we can. Thanks, friend. I was this close to becoming those spiders' next meal. At least I managed to gather some silk for Mendil. She'll have her dress yet. She deserves it. I wish there was something I could give you by way of gratitude, but I'm an elf of little means, and this pittance is all I have. It'll have to be enough. Thank you.
Raelian's a little shaken, but he'll be okay. I won't let him out of my sight again for a long time, you can be sure of that.
I won't forget how you saved me from the spiders. If there's anything I can ever do for you, please don't hesitate to ask.
sick and tired of being treated like kitten-headed fools by the Thalmor. They file and deliver their papers, sign us empty promises. And what do we have to show for it? Nothing. Abuse? Yes, that is what it is.
This one enjoys the great tree, but truly appreciates those who gather in its shade.
So many fellow walkers are upset, disquieted by the silence of the Thalmor when we entreat them for answers. This one knows the burden that is documentation. They were prompt with Vabashi's trade permits. She will be patient with them.
This one serves the Dominion well, and knows many others are the same way as he. What happens when all we disgruntled walkers refuse to fight for elves who do nothing for us? Battles will be lost. This, I promise.
Hello.
Have you been to the Elden Root Mages Guild? We ensure our members are prepared for the Daedric and undead threats we're currently facing. It's nice there. A lot of open space to practice.
Can you believe it? Dragons in your own homeland.
Boreal's on the scale.
Hide the corpses. The necromancer's about. But he hopes his family is safe.
You should stop and read more. It's good for you. Someone told me that once at least.
Nobody makes bows like the Bosmer. No, really, nobody does. Everyone else cuts down trees. It's insane.
I'm not sure what we're allowed to eat anymore. The Dominion's got all these rules.
It's mostly the same. Essentially, you can eat anything you could before, just not anything that talks.
Really? Well, that's a relief. I don't think I did that very much anyway. Too troublesome.
You'll like the way you're dressed. I can guarantee that, I think.
My armor can withstand a charging Ogren. Can your armor do that? I don't think so.
A lot of us here enjoy meeting new people. I know I certainly do. But with the traffic we're getting through Elden Root, it's impossible to keep up. I basically sleep down here now. It's very strange.
Armor that does not hinder you from jumping and skulking about, yes? Marnub has this and more. Trust in Marnub. He does you no wrong.
Greetings. If you want to hear a story, I guess I can tell you one. I'm just full of stories because I'm a spinner. We're made of fiction, haven't you heard? I know a lot of stories, I guess, but mostly I try to tell things how they happened. So go on, ask me how something happened. Maybe a story about why nature works, or why we Bosmer drink all the time, or the way Falinesti was, when it was. A long, long time ago, shortly after the beginning of time, Ifre crystallized and became himself. This is common knowledge. Everyone knows this. Well, mostly everyone. Anyway, for a while after the world was made, everything was chaos. All of it. Well, mostly for some reason, we mortals, I mean, were all plants and animals and people all at the same time. I'm not really sure how that would work. Like, were creatures, maybe, except, you know, always changing all the time. Ifre sang to the chaos and told it to stop being so chaotic. They formed a committee or something, and from the chaos came nature and its laws. Trees are trees, and trees grow, beasts are beasts, and graze on prey on one another. You know. Oh, well, the mortals could understand these laws, so that gave them, us, really, I should say, a feeling of safety in the world. Because it was no longer really chaos, you know. Through our ability to grasp it, we could live with it or control it. Maybe. Probably. I don't know, does it really matter? It's the way things are.
Ah, you'll fill the bill nicely. Let's talk.
Never ignore what occurs in your homeland. This is how I lost sight of the corruption in my own men.
I have reached the conclusion that these symbols mean nothing, unless they are devotional engravings to the Bosma tree god of drunkenness and song, Ifre. They might mean something in that case. Aside from that, however, they are meaningless.
The Elden Tree is so different from any of our towers in Somerset. It's beautiful in its way. I wonder how long it must have taken to grow.
Well?
May Arcade drive back the darkness, forevermore.
Aetherius is a deep, dark, and endless sea. Endless, too, are the secrets of magic and its myriad forms and expressions. Consider me a tutor, provided you merit my tutelage.
I speak, and through me sings Ifre. My tales are echoes of songs he once sang, of threads woven by his throat into tapestries ingrained in the minds of we faithful. The calls of birds, twinkles of stars, and lap of the sea live within me. I do not spin in terms of whats, but rather in whens. The now of the songs that fill me consider the seas and skies, and that sea and sky beyond those of Mundus, Aetherius. So I may speak on any of these concerns, for now. Ifre taught the birds to sing and the waves to lap against the beach. Through Ifre's song, he also gained sight perception of all that occurs within the sight of birds and the reflection of waters. And he echoes their songs and crashing waves. Of course, he sees and hears nothing. For Ifre is now the earthbones, the frame upon which nature is laid and woven. His sight perception and song echo instead are loomed through his bones and woven into tapestries of song for we mortals to study. The sea is all-enclosing, the water that encircles all of Mundus. The birds call out that which occurs over land to the sea, which reflects and echoes that song. Through study of the sea's mystery, it is possible to interpret Ifre's song tapestry. You already do, as do all mortals. Your frame of perception of the world is your own bones, akin to the earth bones. It is as possible to see into your own future and world as it is to immerse the self in hysteria with no fear. To sing a law, and then speak into the heart of that law, convincing it of a subtle error and how it must change its own self. This is how nature's course, its own sea, is shaped and reshaped over time. Such changes can affect the whole of Mundus. The sky mirrors the sea, and the sea also reflects its mirror. Day, night, and the places between are the realm of the sky, as Ifre interpreted the time law Anuiel established within Nirn. Thus, the sky bridges time and nature, and measures both. Within each half of the sphere of reflection lies half of the potentialities of Nirn's way in any given moment. Each instant is a sea state or sky state. Each individual sees one or its other as weal or woe, and each moment can be turned on its side. Each moment so turned becomes an island in your path. For example, the Dwemer, united, had their way in Dwemeris. But one clan, Rorkin, the Wayward clan, struck anchor and sailed across the sky. Why do this? Mired in a sea, they sought the sky. Yes, change is wrought in Nirn in 6 ways, and the turning of islands is one of these, often described by others in other terms. Of course, it is possible to acknowledge these ways without understanding them. To spin them is all I can do. Aetherius is the sea of light, the immortal plane, the origin of magic. Ifre sings not of Aetherius, but to it, weaving a song so beautiful that stars were compelled to dance and twinkle and sway. They still wink and blink in memory of that song. They are Aetherius. Rather, the sun and stars are holes pierced into the veil of night by Magnus and other spirits seeking to escape Nirn. These holes permit Aetherius's light to enter our world. From theirs to ours does magic trickle. Well, consider this. As Oblivion is a realm composed of realms, so too is Aetherius a bright sea with many realms within. Each of these stars is a window into these realms, and as these realms move, so too do they move, or close like doors. Now, that is an enormous question that I cannot answer. Many souls of mortals become spirits of another sort in that place, and that is all I can say with any certainty. As difficult as it is to travel to Oblivion, it is far more to go to Aetherius.
Since we've had more High Elves and Khajiit around, the food has gotten much more varied in Eldenroot. Of course, we provisioners practice the art.
Seek succor with the most succulent of foods you will ever find.
What is it?
The working of steel is a walker's gift. After all, only steel is sharper than one's own claws, yes?
Greetings, Sarah. A moment.
A weapon depends upon the material from which it is made. The sharpener's skill is just as important.
Honor to you and your house, Sarah.
There's a correlation between distance from Morrowind and probabilities someone will be more open when talking to me, I've noticed. I blame the Telvanni. People were fairly cold in Black Marsh and Anakina. Here, people have been more friendly.
Do you think he's considered the Green Pact? Or really, do you think he knows anything about us? Could he really have come out here to explore our culture with no idea what we're like whatsoever?
Doesn't matter how skilled you are, or what magnitude of soul you invest into an object. In time, the magic will still fade. Enchantment is a study of disappointment.
Wood elves. I serve my potions in the finest glass, and what do? They pour the tonics into their filthy deer bladders, then cast the bottles aside. Savages.
If you've come to work wood, I'd keep your wits about you. The locals stage protests now and again. It's bizarre, but you get used to it.
If Sapibi were to climb the inside of this tree, do you suppose the Bosmer would take issue? It is just a climb, after all. This one merely wishes to have a better look at the apex of this chamber, where the tree meets the tree.
My commissions require me to travel across half of Tamriel. I am to see most of the Dominion's lands. It is already quite interesting.
I pity these high elves tramping about in their metal pants. Leather and cloth are so much finer, don't you think? Of course you do. Is there anything I can help you with?
Is this the tallest tree in all of Tamriel? Probably all of Nern, come to think of it.
This one is thinking he could cope with a high elf's height, but they are so often concerned with order and control. It doesn't feel right. Adubersa cannot live in such chains, you know?
You're a bold one to approach so fearlessly. Give me a good reason to speak with you. I'll make it seem like you're here at my request. Otherwise, my subjects will think you cut the line and start sizing you up for dinner. How thoughtful. I could hardly turn down such a generous gift, especially with the trouble brewing in Eldenroot. How are you at building embassies? You see, Queen Irene promised one would be built for the Khajiit as a gesture of goodwill. But now a year has passed and there's still no Khajiit embassy. This has led to no end of headaches. Good question. You wish to serve the Comoran throne? You can start by asking Prince Naaman why his people aren't fulfilling their promises. He's the one who seems to have the entire Elden Tree lodged up his flue. I can say that. I'm the king.
Yes? Quickly now. Don't leave your mouth to hang agape. That again? My sister, Queen Irene, foolishly committed to build the Khajiit an embassy months ago. Everything was to be handled through Ambassador Tarinwe at the Ultima Embassy. No, you don't get to question me, not after you slew High Kin Lady Estri. Do you think I'm one to have a chat with the person who killed my wife? That we'll break out the Sylphmead and share a good laugh? I suppose that's my burden. Very well, I won't give you the satisfaction of doubting my loyalty. You were asking after the Khajiit? Ask a stonemason. I have to prepare for the ratification ceremony before Queen Irene's arrival. I can't be troubled with such minor issues. If you care to pursue the matter, speak with Ambassador Tarinwe at the Ultima Embassy. An archaic wood elf ritual. If she dances to their tune, Queen Irene will be recognized by the heavens as a worthy candidate for Emperor of Tamriel. Rubbish, if you ask me. To promote harmony, she'd tell you. The same reason she picked this bizarre tree city as the Dominion's capital. She wants every member of the Dominion to feel as though they're equal. Oh, we need to be unified against our enemies, and having a high elf in charge is paramount to our success. But do we really need all this coddling? The ratification ceremony, the business with the embassy, more problems due to harmony?
Ah, our magnanimous prince. Such a kind and noble ruler, don't you agree?
Did you know your entire future is mapped out in the stars? One must only know how to read them. Not such an enviable skill, though. A mystery that kills the mystery, if you catch my meaning.
You stood in the ruins of Esduin, the halls of the ancients.
You're not one for waiting in lines, are you? You're confident, I'll give you that. Strode right up to the king. Azerith, Vinedust Ranger. You could say we keep King Camoran Eredon in touch with his people. Watch yourself. The boughs of the Elden Tree are bright and beautiful, but they cast long shadows. A year ago, the king nearly lost Eldenroot to a civil war. People have long memories. But that's old news. Just keep your wits about you and you'll be fine.
And how would that work exactly? They'd skitter away. Don't believe everything you hear.
You have anything for Nagadu? Or you need anything Nagadu has to sell? Either way, he is here.
We can use this.
I don't cavort with delicate flowers. Take the pledge.
Death has not yet claimed you. That is good. Take Tempest Island. The Marma are attacking off the coast.
Last time we... Darkshade Caverns. The Kwama burrowed into some dwarven ruins at the heart of the place and activated something that's driving everyone mad. Man, machine...
May Ariel grant us the wisdom to reconsider our individual desires and concur on a halfway state that best fits all Dominion peoples here in Eldenroot. This is not a time for strength or certainty, but a measure of social kinship.
I have no idea where the funds for these projects are going to come from, but it's my responsibility to find that funding. Perhaps I should reopen my family's salt mine.
I'm not entirely sure what's going on outside. I doubt it really matters in the grand scope of things. Peasants being peasants, I assume.
Whatever you intend to do while here, please refrain from interfering with my model. It has taken me ages to coerce him into catching the light as he has. Any interruption and he might throw a tantrum and storm off.
Excuse me. You are in my light. We are establishing a scene here. You are interfering in art. Please leave.
I'm no expert in trinket valuation, but I know magic.
I always admired Sirabane. Someday, I hope to be so well known in Altmeri culture as that particular hero sorceress. It shall not, I expect, be through my diligent bookkeeping and efficient management skills that I become so well known.
I suppose a wanderer like you wouldn't know what busy looks like. I will demonstrate. Feel free to observe, quietly and from a distance. Oh, forgive my manners. There's so much to do in preparing for Queen Irene's ratification ceremony. Tempers fray, as I'm sure you can understand. But if Prince Naaman sent you, it must be important. What can I do for you? Why would Prince Naaman care about that? If they are too lazy to build their own embassy, can't they afford an inn? Well, of course, I ordered it done. I hired some wood elves to excavate the stone and set aside supplies for Khajiit to use. It isn't my fault if the locals couldn't do their jobs. Check our storeroom. The Khajiit didn't even bother to pick up the supplies. In the meantime, I'm off to locate Prince Naaman. If he didn't send you here with his blessing, I'll see you face Dominion justice. We'll see what Prince Naaman thinks of your impertinent questions.
That's far enough. The storeroom is off limits. Ambassador Tarinway's orders. She did? That's different then. Show me her orders and I'll stand aside. Then I can't let you inside. Her instructions were very specific. No one gets in without her written permission. I'm to remain at my post until relieved. Except in an emergency, of course. The Khajiits could riot. That would be bad. Very bad. Or a fire, of course. But the chances of that happening are slim. What? Did you hear that? I could have sworn it was my captain calling me away.
Where is the guard? And what are you doing here? I'd expected you would solve problems at the embassy, not cause them. Do you realize what's happening out here? Oh, never mind. Explain what you were doing in that storeroom. Why would she do that? Oh, never mind. Well, what did you find? Typical bureaucratic corruption. I expected better of the ambassador. No matter. Supplies can be replaced. What about the Khajiit embassy? Did she say why construction hasn't begun? What do you mean, collect stone? That should have happened months ago. They should be ready to build it. I'll talk to the ambassador myself. Put the fear of the Dominion into her. I'm surprised we didn't pass each other on the road. Get to those ruins and find that work crew. I want to know why they haven't done their jobs. I won't have Queen Iren's word impugned by someone else's incompetence.
You there. We need to talk. Saw you standing over the body of a dead wood elf. Nearly put an arrow in your throat. Good thing I recognize you. King Camoran Eredon had his suspicions about the embassy. Asked me to look into the matter, quietly. We both have a stake in this. We should work together, see where it leads. I know enough. Khajiit owed an embassy. They're angry the High Elves are dragging their feet to build it. Seemed like politics until a dozen stonemasons vanished without a trace. The king sent me to find out why. Before the Dominion, King Camoran Eredon nearly lost a civil war. I came to see if the missing stonemasons were targeted by the Blacksap Rebellion. But the king suspects Ambassador Tarinway has been up to no good. Little things, some of her associations. But he can't accuse his allies of undermining the whole alliance. So he sent me to deal with it. Ambassador Tarinway used criminals to smuggle supplies. Never directly, but enough for us to notice. I'm not saying she had these stonemasons killed, but I'd like to ask her myself. Problem is, there's nothing we can do while she's in the Altmer embassy. If she left the embassy, she knows someone's onto her. She'll go to ground, try to flee, have someone smuggle her out of Grahtwood. We should probably stop her. Meet me by the middens at the base of the Elden Tree. I'll be there shortly.
This
They call this place the Middens because it's where all the refuse ends up. We clear them out now and again, but they always come back. Necessary evil, I'm told. Spoke with someone I trust. She's definitely here. We should get moving. We're not far behind her. Capture her, bring her in for questioning. Find proof she's behind this so Prince Naaman doesn't explode with outrage. Never thought I'd hunt a High Elf ambassador. Smugglers, skooma addicts, and more than a few criminals. They keep to themselves, but sometimes they band together to repel outsiders. Kind of like a filthier version of the Dominion. Our goal is to find Ambassador Tarinway before she buys passage out of Grahtwood. Staying in the shadows, avoiding unnecessary conflict. That's what I'd do. But there's a lot of ground to search. I'll follow your lead.
orcs are... I don't guess you've run into a big, lumbering brute of an orc in your travels. Named Storg. Was a friend of mine. Emphasis on the was. I'm in a pile of trouble because of him. Maybe you've heard of the Rite of Theft, a Wood Elf tradition. If you pull off a particularly clever theft, you can demand payment from the owner for their things. Well, I stole this Tree Thane's bow, and then Storg stole the bow from me. The Tree Thane wants his bow back, and if I can't give it to him, he's gonna have me hauled in and whipped. Last I heard, Storg was headed toward Vine Death Cave. The Tree Thane won't let me leave town. Could you look for Storg?
Everyone spits on me and takes my things. Those are my things. Mine. You can't have them. I've been to Oblivion and back all to get these things which are mine, so just back off.
I'm looking for my rug. I sent it to my son some time ago, and then I came to be here. I can't leave, but my rug can come to me.
just won't stop. Your words are wise, Lakura. Now, come. Sit by me and enjoy what we have to offer.
Ah, you tempt me. But this one's husband is waiting.
But you have no husband here, my lord. My friends and I will see you forget your troubles.
Never feel right again. This one studied fighting in a temple of the Two Moons dance. But this does not mean Panazir is able to use that to bring us back to our feet. Fighting alone is not enough, yes?
Prince Naaman sent someone to the embassy. We have to leave before we're discovered.
Prince Naaman? We had assurances. How can we make him our puppet if we can't control him?
On your feet! You're coming with me.
Why? Where are you taking me?
To King Kamor and Eridon, where you'll answer for crimes against the Dominion.
You'll have me killed and served for dinner.
Only if you're proven guilty. And if you are, none of us could stomach you. Now get moving! Good working with you. I'll take her from here. You should inform the king of the good news.
Of course nobody down here recognizes me. It's been so long since they've been to Somerset, I expect they wouldn't. When Finaster finally comes to take me home, they'll see. They'll all see. And none of them will come with me.
It is so hard to keep one's fur clean in these conditions, but this one has no place else to go.
Won't you take pity on me?
I wish I could fight.
If I could, I'd clear the trash out of the middens. All the trash that people let pile up in here. You know the type. Trash that fights back.
What?
You've returned. What have you learned of the Khajiit embassy? Oh, good. Nothing I enjoy more than talk of conspiracy. Did the ambassador have a manifesto? They usually have manifestos. No matter. I trust you resolved it. Splendid. I'll allow you the honor of informing Prince Naaman. Why not tell him the duly selected High Elf ambassador was working against the very dominion she pledged to support? I'll sit in my throne and try not to gloat.
I heard what you said to the king. Ambassador Tarinway a traitor, my wife's killer, a loyal servant, and I, Queen Iren's representative in Eldenroot, required to thank you for your efforts. Very well. I'll provide no reason to question my duty to the Dominion. We'll interrogate Ambassador Tarinway until we know the extent of her treason. Then she'll die, as all traitors must. But no matter. Your efficiency in resolving this matter was commendable, and the Dominion rewards its servants. Ambassador Tarinway's betrayal could not have been more absolute. She knew the details of the ratification ceremony, which puts Queen Iren at risk. It's my sister's own fault. She thought to appease the Sylvanar and the Main by agreeing to this foolish process. The ratification ceremony ends with the orrery, an ancient device beneath Eldenroot. It will divine Queen Iren's capacity to become Empress, or some such. But Ambassador Tarinway assisted in the preparations. I must assume she tried to sabotage the proceedings. Doing so would make Queen Iren look weak. No, we must proceed. You've proven your competence, so I'll ask you to speak with Melaras. He's an expert on the orrery and knows what must be done. Quite pleasant once you grow accustomed to the smell. The preparations for this ratification ceremony seem endless, but I'm up to the task. She asked how she could prove herself their rightful leader. The Sylvanar suggested the orrery nonsense, and the Main agreed. Of course, neither will be present to see it, yet my sister is held to her pledge. How unexpected. Khajiiti political excuses are impossible to discern. I know the Main will not be present, and that's all I care to know. As for the Sylvanar, he died on Kenathi's roost. Thought he could negotiate with the filthy sea elves. King Camoran Eredan. It's beneath his city, so there's no turning him away. And myself, of course.
Please don't mind Prince Naaman. Ambassador Tarinway's betrayal is a shock to us all. But no matter, the orrery must work flawlessly for the Queen. That's what we will ensure. Enough to be of service. The orrery hasn't functioned as intended for ages. We planned to use some rather delicate magic to trick it into operation. But if Prince Naaman believes there was sabotage, we must look to an alternative method. Why, we'll look to the past! According to legend, the orrery required a skilled operator, an alien source of power, and a divine spark before it would function. Without all three, it won't do anything but spin. Quite pretty, but not very useful. Conservator Daraneth maintains the orrery and has studied the Ayleid monitoring rituals. Unfortunately, she was called away to South Point for a personal matter. If you can locate her and convince her to return, we'll have our operator. I've researched this a bit. Really, you need to be in 3 places at once. Simple, right? But the Fallen Esti winter site is rumored to hold a relic of the Khajiiti thief god. For our purposes, Radchin's mantle will serve as the divine spark, if it's truly there, of course. The Heart of a Numeral originally brought life to the orrery, according to the texts. It long ago went missing, but a member of the local mages guild named Larinalda theorizes it's in a local Ayleid ruin. She's currently at the Reliquary of Stars, seeking the Heart of a Numeral. Wonderful! Have anything you find sent directly to the orrery. Once everything is in place, we can begin the ratification ceremony. And do refrain from referring to Conservator Daraneth as a missing element.